Okay, people, welcome back to another Fwoosh Weekly. As always, I'm Robo, and I didn't do a weekly last week. There was a quickie, and I talked about Star Wars figures, but I wanted to wait and see how Tokyo Comic Con panned out. And by the time Saturday rolled around, I had, well, Friday actually, I had new stuff to review, so this weekly will take care of last week and kind of the week before, and then what's happened this week. A lot of toy news. So let's talk about some SH Figuarts, some Medicom MAFEX, some Mezco, and some NECA, and whatever else I run across here in a minute. Okay, I talked about these during the last weekly, but it was just leaked pictures. We didn't know the complete information. We hadn't seen the actual promotional pictures, but here is the Bandai SH Figuarts Star Wars A New Hope Darth Vader. Now, I've gotten over the initial shock of, man, that head looks weird. I think I'm to the point of where the head doesn't look as weird as the shoulders do. And when I say shoulders, I think I mean the wired cape. I'm sure there's wire in this cape, and it's making it poofy. If you have the Batman, one of the Bell Batmans, I can't remember which one they just did in SH Figuarts. I think it was the Dark Knight. His cape was a little bit of... you couldn't get it down. You can't get it down on his shoulders. You can't just let it drape. It always has to be in an action pose of some kind, and I think that's what's happening to Vader here. Yes, the head is off, but I feel like if the shoulders were dropped a little bit, we could see the actual silhouette of his full helmet. We could see the bottom, and it wouldn't be so distracting. Also, jumping back to the pictures of Tokyo Comic Con, you can see that Vader is larger than the Stormtrooper. This is a good thing. Hopefully Bandai can get past that whole everything's got to be almost the same height or shorter. Now, I still feel like the Figuarts Stormtroopers are a little bit short. Vader towering over this isn't that huge a deal, but I think he will be comparable to our favorites at the moment, which is the 40th anniversary from Hasbro, and then the Medicom MAFEX Rogue One. There's so many movies, I can't remember everything. Rogue One Darth Vader, that is my personal favorite. He comes with a couple of sets of hands, he comes with a lightsaber, he comes with a lightsaber hilt to hang on his belt, and that's it as far as accessories, even though in one of the promotional shots they show the Obi-Wan robe rug. Guy, you know, stomp on it, wipe his feet. See you later. We're guessing that that comes with the Obi-Wan that we've seen at a couple of shows, including Tokyo Comic Con. I don't know how many times I'm going to say Tokyo Comic Con during this weekly, but get used to it. TCC sounds weird. But there was a promotional shot of that Obi-Wan leak too, so I'm thinking, well, Veeves and I are thinking, if you listen to the Fwoosh cast, we're thinking that Obi-Wan's going to come after Jedi Luke, the last Jedi Luke. But Vader is running about $50 and he'll release in April. We also got the promotional shots and the solicitation for SH Figuarts, The Last Jedi Luke Skywalker. This is looking amazing. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's the beard or if I'm just not used to this look as much as I am, you know, the old farm boy Luke or the Hoth look or the Tatooine look. Tatooine, farm boy, same thing. But this is looking fantastic. I can't wait for this. And I haven't even seen the movie yet. This definitely, well, not definitely, but this pretty much stomps out the whole debate of whether his shirt is cloth or if it's plastic. The solicitation lists the hood as a separate piece. And you can see that the wrinkles, the bigger wrinkles that run across the chest here and here, they're the same in every picture. So it has to be plastic. But we get to the accessories, and we saw this in the last weekly. He comes with a compass, both open and closed, and what people are saying is Vader's Kyber crystal on a necklace. They don't picture the hood. Could there be more accessories? Are they holding back the lightsaber? Green? Red? You know? Whatever they want to do with Luke in the next movie. Now, this is a Soul Web exclusive, and it's up for order right now. You have to go to Nippon-Yasan, Anime Export, My Konbini, wherever, you know, the third party will buy it for you, but you usually have to pay up front. That's running about $61 and will release in May. Now, if you watched my quickie last week, I rambled on about the SH Figuarts Star Wars figures that were on display at Tokyo Comic Con over the weekend. Lots of great stuff, but that doesn't mean anything is set in stone, you know. They've shown figures like this before. In fact, they've shown a bunch of these before and haven't seen anything since. So they may come out. Hopefully they'll come out. I need them all. But don't hold them to it, is what I'm saying. Don't say, they showed it here. When are they going to release it? It should be now. they do whatever the hell they want. And yeah, even though I'm still talking about Star Wars, I flipped to the other side for whatever reason. I got bored over there. But for most of my thoughts, go back and watch the quickie. But after I made the quickie, and there was a couple of comments of, whoa, you started talking about it way too early. Here's some more close-ups. Here's another reveal or two. And I was like, that just means I get to talk about Star Wars again. Nothing wrong with that. In the Force Awakens display, there was a Jakku Ray. Really, really weird. Why? I mean, where did this come from? We saw the Resistance Ray in a sneaky shot a while back. Haven't seen it since. They come out, solicit the Last Jedi Ray, which is probably my favorite look so far. But then they have this Ray just standing nonchalantly in the rest of the display with Old Man Han and FN2187 just like, oh, we've always had that. I don't know what you're talking about. And then I talked about the Episode 3 Obi-Wan hanging out behind, but we didn't get a good shot. We eventually got a good shot. You can see the brown sleeve sticking out from his, overrobe, outer robe, his Jedi cloak, whatever. And then there's the head, the business head. His hair's cut short. He's getting older. He doesn't need the mullet or, the Padawan braid. Yeah. Episode 3 Obi-Wan. Which leads on over to Episode 3 Anakin, and I had said last week that if this comes with a head with Sith eyes, it's automatically bought. It's automatically bought either way, but you know what I mean. And then we saw close-up pictures, and the one on display actually does have the Sith eyes. They're not prominent. I feel like there should be a little bit more, blackness around it, some Winter Soldier going on, but something to bring out that orange, yellowish to the eyes. Bandai, do you like money? Then let's put some of these out. Also at Tokyo Comic Con, they showed off a couple of new Iron Mans. That would be the Midas armor and the Hot Rod armor. I have no attachment to these that were just like, hey, I'm wearing armor, goodbye. I'm more of a main look for a main movie for Iron Man. I can't go just buying Iron Mans willy-nilly, and I do stick to my guns on that. I know I don't stick to my guns a lot whenever I say, I don't think I'm buying that. But for this, hell, I couldn't even point them out to you in the movie. So they're cool, but whatever. Now these were for display only, which will be a running trend for the Star Wars stuff. And the next stuff I'll talk about and stuff after that and more stuff. And display only just means here it is. We've prototyped it, but it may come out, may not. They also showed a couple of new movie realization figures. I love this line, but I have never bought a figure from this line. It's one of those I look at and admire and, wish list, but I never went out of my way to buy them. Even though I've had them in my hands, I was like, oh, these are cool, but put them back. I have other stuff to buy. They're slightly larger scale, and they don't really fit in with anything else I have. They did show the Kylo Ren and Captain Phasma, and both are looking amazing. Their actual movie designs just lend so well to the theme of this line, which the same could be said for Darth Vader, for Stormtroopers, but I don't know. There's just something about Phasma and Kylo that do it for me. But of course I may be projecting because they also showed a Deadpool, which automatically means I'll have to pick it up. And if I get the Deadpool, I'll need something else to display it with, and that would look awesome with Kylo Ren and Phasma. Right? Almost feel like Bandai is doing this just to make a Deadpool. I would like to see an SH Figuarts movie Deadpool from them. But this is their way of saying, hey, we'd like to, but here's a Deadpool in this other look. Because it looks like from the character sheet that it comes with a bunch of alternate eyes, comes with a knife, comes with swords. So it's Deadpool, he's just wearing armor. And all of these were, of course, display only. Damn teases, man. Moving over to SH Figuarts Dragon Ball Z, and I think this was at Tamashii Nations, not actual Tokyo Comic Con. But they showed some interesting stuff. They showed Gotenks. They showed Majin Buu. How many stands do you need to hold this big bastard up? And how awkwardly can you make them stand in front of the figure instead of coming up behind it? I know why they probably did it, but it looks funky. To go along with the Dragon Ball Kid Goku, they showed a Bulma looking pretty awesome. It's not my favorite version of Bulma, but I'll take any Bulma I can get, I guess. Whoa, 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 whoa. I'm not buying the SH Figuarts. What are you talking about? And then they're also showing the Master Roshi again. Still looking large. Does he seem out of scale? A lot of people have said maybe this is the prototype. Maybe they're going to do some fixing to it before it actually releases, but do we see that a lot with Figuarts? And then finally, the coolest thing, especially after I just got the figurized model kit for the standard Goku. No Super Saiyan hair, just straight black hair, looking goofy on his face. Perfect Goku. Tamashii Nations comes along and says, hey, I don't know if this is a re-release actually. I was going to say re-release, but stop myself. It could be, couldn't be. I wasn't into the line back when this was first released, but apparently this goes for big money now. A re-release is probably good for a lot of people that jumped into this line late, especially for the price of $31, and that's suggested price. When it hits the shops, I'm guessing it's going to be a little bit lower. But yeah, it comes with the angry face, several sets of hands, comes with the goofy face. Even though I have this in model kit form, this is a hell of a deal. And then that is set to release in June. And then all of the other figures they showed, display only. But it's not just Figuarts doing a lot of teasing, it's also Kyoto, who is still showing their amazing Yamaguchi Carnage. Still looking great, still excited for it, especially after getting Magneto. Not liking the cape, but I love the figure, and Carnage doesn't have a cape, so... No set release date, but they do number it 008, so it's definitely planned. Of course, it's definitely planned. They did the prototype. And I can't remember what month Captain America's coming. January, February, something like that. Carnage will probably be a couple months after that. Not to feel left out, Medicom also came along and said, hey, we can show stuff too. No clue when it's coming out, but it's cool, right? And that would be the MAFEX Gwenpool. Still no attachment to the character, except for the Deadpool, you know, coming all the way around to the Merc with the mouth. But I just love the look of this for some reason. The pink, the white, the mask, just the overall look. It just looks fun. And that's what we seem to forget sometimes, is to have fun with this stuff. But is this the start of a MAFEX Marvel Comics line? They're gonna do more comic characters? I don't know, because the sign here just says MAFEX Gwenpool. You fill in the blanks. It looks like Good Smile Company is re-releasing. I think this has seen a couple of releases, and that would be the Metal Gear Solid 2 Sons of Liberty Solid Snake. And this looks like a straight re-release, but I think, if I'm reading this right, this comes with the accessories from the original Good Smile Shop exclusive version, something like that. I guess the standard didn't come with all the accessories that the exclusive came with. It comes with two faces, standard, teeth gnashing. It comes with the trank gun. It comes with a carbine. It comes with a cardboard box, the shooting effect, hanging hand, cigarette hand, pretty much everything you would need with Metal Gear Solid 2 Snake. Re-release is going to be $57, but it comes out next August. If it's a re-release, don't they have the molds for this? Couldn't they just pump them up now? I mean, almost a year out? It's a really weird re-release. I don't know. But I didn't get the first ones, and now I have the Figma Deadpool. He'd look cool with Snake. Son of a bitch, man. Yesterday, Mezco put up a new pre-order. Surprise! And that would be for the Justice League Tactical Suit Batman. Now, I still don't have the original Batman vs. Superman Batman, even though I know it's freaking amazing. I've played with it a couple times. It is a cool toy, so I think I pre-ordered this because I want the other one so bad. And this one looks good too. The armor plates are mounted to the suit that, you know, has the printing on it. It looks like an undersuit, but it feels like an overall uniform. Mezco's good at that. Now it comes with a lot of stuff. It comes with several sets of hands. It comes with two heads, one kind of gritty, not screaming, he's just like, and then a standard head. He comes with a couple of sets of goggles, and I think they clip onto the sides into the design of the helmet, because it looks like it's actually, it doesn't look like there's holes or anything. But there's two sets of goggles. There's one for over the eyes. There's a set for above the eyes. Parademon rifle, 3 batarangs, 3 grenades. Grapple gun with several hooks. It has one with a string on it, one with the prongs out, prongs in. And then of course the kick-ass Mezco base. Now this says next June to August for the release date, but may vary. And will I have seen Justice League by then? Because I haven't seen it yet. Maybe. And of course, it's the standard price of $80. Now, speaking of Mezco for a minute, I was going to do my unboxing of the mystery box that I got yesterday on the weekly, which is what I'm doing right now. But I opened the box. I don't know what I thought. I thought, my mystery box is inside. Because in my brain, it was like a black box, question marks all over it, or it looks like a treasure chest, something. I just ripped the box right open, expecting to pull another box out. Dumb. I'm not even going to try to fool you guys by acting surprised or anything, but what I did get was Living Dead doll, which I wanted a 1/12 collective figure, but I know how this works. You get stock that's been left over for a long time. But I have a friend who does the Living Dead dolls. He'll be perfectly happy with this. I'm good with this. I got the tote, which I completely figured on getting when that was listed in what you can get. I figured everybody's gonna get a tote, so not a problem there either. But this other thing, I got the 12-inch, is it 12-inch? I don't know, mega scale Mum-Ra. And I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. I've seen these in Toys R Us, at least the Lino. And I've always thought I'd like to have a couple of those, so I'm good with this, but it blew my mind when I finally saw figure glows in the dark, and this bastard glows in the dark. I mean, it's not super bright, you're not going to go spelunking with it, but it's kind of awesome in the dark, so I'm happy with this too. So I didn't get what I want, my address is on there, but I didn't get what I wanted, but I'm happy with what I got. Then finally, NECA put up promotional pictures of their quarter-scale Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles baby turtles. We saw these at San Diego. It's good to see them come out now. Looking at the turtles, I couldn't tell you the difference between all of them except for Raphael's bandage on his cheek. The others, if I hadn't named these pictures, I wouldn't know which ones were which. That's okay. They're all baby turtles. They're all so cute. Aww. But the set comes with, of course, the 4 turtles. They stand about 4 inches tall each. Comes with a bag of chips, comes with a pizza box with 4 slices of pizza, and then an extra hand for the quarter-scale Michelangelo. The hand has a finger. It's for spinning the nunchucks on top of it. But this set, for 4 turtles, the pizza that you can use with the other figures, and the bag of chips, it's said to be around $50 to $55. I don't personally have the quarter-scale figures, any of them, even though I've seen them, and it's like, I need those. I don't have room for those. I don't have the money for those. I should get those. But this would be a neat little one-off thing to have by itself. And that's it for this weekly. Kind of long, but like I said, kind of catching up over the last week and a half to 2 weeks. It's almost 2 weeks now. Lots of cool stuff going on. Lots of new stuff to buy. Lots of waiting for stuff to come out. Now, if you dig this shirt, I just thought of the design and thought, you know what, that would make a cool shirt. But if you're interested in getting a Fwoosh Club shirt, or I've put up a couple of extras ones too, maybe kind of a surprise in the Fwoosh shirt store. If you want to go check those out, link is in the description, and there'll also be a link here in a minute that flashes up at the end of the video. I think I like this one so much that I'm gonna try to do a shirt or 2 a month. See how that goes. So if you have any suggestions on what you'd like to see, or maybe I'd like to see, because I think what it comes down to is I like shirts, and I just kind of do this so I can wear a different shirt and have a different one every weekly. But if you like this weekly, comment, like, subscribe. I'll catch you on the Fwoosh.